everybody. We are now in game. Quick intro, MFG here with Dexatron giving you this match, Wildfire White versus Joey Esports. Here we go.
Yeah, already we see Cryptic, and Cryptic gets 3 kills to start off. Navina picking up a 4th. Got you. Really only want to get anything going there for, I believe that is Wildfire, but what a nice cleanup there by Joey Esports.
That was really clean. Definitely. I didn't get to see the beginning of that fight, but the aggression coming out there was just really perfect from the side of, I want to say it's Joey Esports. Yes, from Joey Esports, them doing an amazing job. Now it's going to be up to them to hold on while Wildfire tries to re-aggress and take the point back.
Yeah, we're on board with Nuso here. Already getting chunked down a little bit. Cryptic able to take out Glysaur with the Shatter there, but Glysaur able to take him back out with that Martyrdom. Here comes a tire from Bot, finds 2 right after that, and Joey Esports is absolutely going in right now. Able to almost get away with the team kill though, but Glysaur able to respawn just before they would get credited for that.
Junkrat tire was super clean, and it's kind of just the right thing that Joey Esports needed to make sure that they secured that fight win, because the aggression ability from Wildfire White was pretty strong, and now we see Nuso already almost has that Shatter online, so it's going to be crucial for Joey Esports to keep that in mind as Wildfire White tries to try this wraparound.
Yeah, Nuso gets trapped to start everything off here. Cam throws down the wall. Nuso does have that Shatter ready to go, but will not be able to use it here. Just Bot takes out too early. And look at this, Joey Esports just collapsing in on the remaining members of Wildfire here. And this, I thought was going to be a team kill. Javelin able to escape with the speediness of Lucio there.
Was clean. And for those of you who don't know, Bot is also known as Tanikby, a name that has been thrown around quite a bit in this scene. Very clean gameplay this whole time, really. The Junkrat, again, winning the battle right now.
Yeah, Navino picking up a 2nd kill there, and Wildfire is running out of time here. However, they have almost all their ultimates ready to go right now, but just the pure aggression and just kind of dominance from Joey Esports right now is really forcing them to kind of play a little bit slow right now, but 90% now counting for Joey Esports. They need to get something going. The wall comes out. Here comes a tire. Here comes a beat. All coming out for Wildfire at the moment. They need to find something, but no, they haven't found anything yet. Instead, it's Joey Esports coming in, finding 3 straight kills, make it 4 or 5, and that should be it for this first point right here. Glysaur does pick up essentially a little bit of a confidence kill there at the end, but Joey Esports just dominating Wildfire there.
Our setup really was ult-proof, I call it, because you even saw that Junkrat tire just got immediately destroyed by those sim turrets. That's obviously like what you want. You want to be aggressive and you want to have enough time to set up on the point so that anything that the enemy team tries to do will not be successful. So now going into this next round of Lijiang, we see a little bit more compositional switches. Complete mirror on both sides, but now DPS-wise, both teams are opting to run the Sombra Reaper. Interesting to me because Sombra hasn't been too much of a popular pick so far in this tournament.
Yeah, but I always feel like, especially on this map of Gardens, that we always kind of see Sombra come out just because they have a lot of space that you can necessarily maneuver with, especially when they're invisible. And just being able to land a hack on anyone is so key with Sombra.
Definitely so. That's really the kind of catalyst to get things going. We already see Winta finding the first hack.
Yeah, but Winta gets hacked back themselves. They do eventually fall. Gotcha though does take out Cryptic. Kind of an even trade, except one's a tank and one's a DPS. And look at this, now we're starting to see Wildfire Blue take a little bit of, or get something going their way, as Glysaur are just kind of running through them all until Cam's able to get rid of them there. Nuso's able to take out Navino, as still Wildfire picking up every kill right now. Nuso going in, finding a second one. However, it is still pretty much dead even on point. Wildfire now starting to get a little bit of a numbers advantage. Gotcha able to take care of Rocket. Bot takes care of Neon TNT to start off, but still a very heavy team fight right now, breaking out on point. It could go anyone's way, and somehow Joey Esports looks like they should be able to cap point here first, and they're able to. Navino takes out Nuso, Cam takes out Glysaur, and after basically kind of praising Wildfire there for the most part, they just immediately kind of fall apart with the responding numbers there from Joey.
I think that the aggression really kind of won that over for them, because it did look really great for Wildfire and Nuso getting a lot of those important kills, but I feel like Joey Esports pushed up more.
A 6-man EMP coming out from Cam right now. There's no follow-up on it yet, and we could see another EMP come out from the side of Wildfire here. Bomb comes out from Gachu, finds 2. Winta has the EMP, but gets knocked off the map by Cryptic. that could keep them in this fight, but the numbers advantage for Winter or for Wildfire Blue could keep them in this one. Gotcha finds NACC, and they're so close to flipping the point right now, taking care of just some remaining members of Joey Esports, but they are still coming back. Rocket falls, and at this point, I believe Joey's just trying to get as much percentage as they possibly can on that point. Nuso pops another Primal Rage here, able to take care of bot. Glycer is able to get rid of the mech for Navino. Winter able to take care of them. Still have not flipped it back over, as we still see members of Joey Esports here just try to get back on point, but after 56%, we finally see the point swap over to Wildfire.
If you're a Joey Esports fan, you must be crying at that beautiful 6-man EMP and just not having any capitalization, but honestly, good on Wildfire White. That response was actually really perfect. They kind of basically made sure that they did not get kind of poked out in a weird angle.
Yeah, bomb coming out from Navino. Start here. Navino falls off the map. A little bit of a misplay from the start off here, even though with the kill going their way. Death Blossom comes out from Glycer, finds two, and they find both the supports for the side of Joey. Bot comes right back and finds one of the supports for the side of Wildfire, and kind of an even fight on point right now. Just there's not a lot of healing that is up for Joey Esports. However, though, they continue to find the kills. Two straight. Javelin falls off the map prior to regroup with their team, and only after 39% does Joey Esports retake the point.
Kinetic Base ultimate there was really smart, because generally, just by kind of speaking logically, the person to ult second in that fight is probably going to have the more advantage, just because, like, they're going to be the ones that have it right after the ultimate's been done. So that kind of really allowed Joey Esports to get in there and get things going. Another big EMP, though, to start this next one.
And another EMP coming out from the side of Joey Esports, only able to find two, but look at this. We're starting to see Wildfire pick up kill after kill, 3, 4 straight for them. The Coalescence just being popped here by Neon TNT. They really want to get this point back in their favor right now, and they want to do it fast. They do not want to take over into overtime, and with those 2 kills there, and just the one remaining member of Cryptic there, and they get melted easily, but it will tick over into overtime. So essentially, all Joey Esports needs to do right now is just retake the point. However, they're actually contesting this point. They want to fight this one out a little bit. Neon TNT takes care of NACC. Glycer takes care of the dueling Reaper of Bot there, and now they finally retake the point. But like I was saying, Wildfire cannot lose a team fight here without, or handily, they cannot allow a team kill, or else Joey Esports will easily win this point and therefore the map.
Luckily, Wildfire White does have a good ult economy to kind of accept that challenge, if you will. It's going to be all about execution, because obviously Joey Esports is going to have to pop out things first.
Coalescence coming out. Death Blossom comes out from Bot, finds 3. The bomb comes out from Gachu, but doesn't find anyone. Navino actually crushes Winta on the way back into their mech. Nuso, though, is able to find one with their Primal Rage. Gambo finds Javelin. Nuso falls as well. And like I was saying, this was the worst case scenario for Wildfire Blue here. They could not lose a team fight like they did right there, and they were able to get one person touch back in time, but right now their numbers are not in their favor right now, as they already lose 2. The beat has to come out. Glycer pops up their Death Blossom, able to find one, but they end up trading their own life for it right there. Even numbers on par now. Nusu takes care of Bot. Cambo finds the trade there onto Neon TNT, and right now it is in a very dangerous scenario for Wildfire Esports. They are losing members and not able to get back in time, as we will see Joey Esports take the first point, or map.
I have to admit, that last map there of Lijiang looked a lot more back and forth than what we saw on the first part of it. So this tells me that Wildfire White is definitely going to be showing their stuff later on, especially if I'm not mistaken, unless the rules have changed for our quarterfinals match. It is going to end up being Wildfire's pick for the next map, since they are the losers so far. So like I said, this is going to give them a chance to kind of show what they've been hinting at us based on their performance during that fight.
Yeah, it really will. But overall, Joey Esports, they absolutely killed Control Center, dominated that point, and it really just seemed like Wildfire White really struggled to get anything going in that map. They had at one point, I believe, 5 of the 6 of their ultimates ready to go. They used 4 in one team fight and did not find a single kill from it. They used tire, wall, beat, and I believe a shatter, and just did not find anything. So Joey Esports definitely knew what they were going up with going into that fight, and they played that one fight perfectly.
They really did. They kind of, like you said, read the room and responded in a way that you really love to see from a team, because I kind of mentioned this a bit earlier, but Joey Esports made it so that basically anything Wildfire White tried to do just wasn't going to be as successful as they hoped. And in the end, that's really what allowed Joey Esports to be on top. So going into this next map pick, I'm gonna Yeah, I'm gonna be very interested to see what Wildfire White decides to choose to kind of give themselves the leg up in the competition here.
Yeah, well, they need to be picking a map that they think it plays into their play style, something that plays a little bit away from Joey Esports. But from what we saw there, I don't necessarily know what Wildfire White's play style is. Yeah, they were able to win a couple team fights there on Gardens of Lijiang Tower, but I just couldn't necessarily get an idea of what they are necessarily good at, because it just seemed like Joey Esports was kind of giving up those fights a little bit, even though they were kind of trickling in just to get that percentage up on the point. I just need to see something from Wildfire White here going into the second map that kind of tells me how they play.
I agree, because I felt like definitely in Lijiang they kind of tried to play the mirror against Joey Esports, hoping to kind of come out on top of that. But that's not necessarily what you have to do in every situation. Like, there are definitely spots for specialization, comfort picks, playing what you like. And again, finding that concrete play style, the one that we're all waiting to see, definitely going to be a treat to watch.
Yeah, hopefully for that. But just talking about Joey Esports there, basically everyone just came out and on fire for them, especially since we joined in as the first team fight was going on. And basically it was, you finished talking and they had already killed half of Wildfire White there. And just dominating. We have just been told the next map is Rialto, and I'm actually very excited to see that map, mostly because I just don't feel like we see it enough, especially at competitive levels.
I agree. I've really only seen it once so far in this NACC tournament, but Rialto definitely has a lot of room for more. For example, I've seen a lot of Echo Mercy / Farmercy compositions DPS-wise on this map, but I've also seen a lot of kind of Brawly Rush. I've seen like Doomfists, I've seen Cassidy's on this map as well. So I'm very eager to see why exactly Wildfire White decided to go this route. Again, depending on if they're starting out attack or defense first.
Yeah, honestly, though, I believe it would be Joey Esports picking, and I would say always go defense first if you're going to be picking what side you're going to go on. So you know what you have to do on offense. If you hold them to that first point, then all you need to do is get first point and you win. But if Joey Esports wants to come out and kind of prove that they're dominance right now and kind of snowball their momentum going into the second map, I wouldn't be surprised if we see them come out on the offense or pushing side first either.
Yeah, there's a lot of different opportunities and options for them to start out with. But like you said, it's actually pretty useful to start out on defense, because like you said, you kind of get a good idea of what the team is going to be running. But I feel like I personally like starting out on attack, because it kind of gives yourself a good check mark where it's like, all right, we made it this far. As long as we hold this team this far, then we'll be fine. So there's definitely pros and cons to each side. So I feel like even though they may not have gotten to pick what side they were on, regardless, since they did pick the overall map, I have faith in Wildfire White here.
Yeah, they picked this map for a reason. They picked it for their advantages, or maybe what they think their advantages are over Joey Esports. And like I mentioned before, I need to see what Wildfire White's going to come out with here. You mentioned we could possibly see a Pharmacy or an Echo Mercy come out. So it's always going to be interesting to see, especially because of how maneuverable you can, or how large the skybox is on this map. You can always have a like you said, a Pharmacy and Echo Mercy just up there kind of pestering in damage.
And there's a lot of different points here where we could see some action happen, because there's that first arch, like just crossing through first point, where it's kind of a area that defense usually has a good time on. But then there's also that kind of area right where you get to around third point, where there's that other arch that the defense can easily hold. So I feel like there's a lot of opportunities here to see a lot of close battles. But as I called it, we see Pharmacy actually being ran on both sides.
Yeah, kind of interesting that it's coming out like that. We do each have a direct counter for them on each side. Wildfire has Papa Juan on the Cassidy. Joey has John Pon on the Hanzo here. Same tank line and same support line coming out. Really, it's just those one DPS that's the only difference when looking at the compositions of these two teams.
And I'm wondering why they picked this, because on one hand, if you're a good Hanzo, know how to aim, you could definitely shoot that far down from the sky, while also providing a lot of good ground damage to break shields. But I feel like Cassidy also is going to be able to make that same play happen.
Yeah, but look at this. Glysaur already getting chunked down here. One Pharmacy winning there. Bot able to take out Glysaur, and Bot trying to make sure that Glysaur does not get res there, and they're able to do that right now. already raining in a lot of damage. They're actually Javelin able to get Glysaur back up right now. Jonpon trying to find any little damage they can onto anyone on this high ground, having to jump off of it actually right now, as we do see the Immortality Field thrown down by Joey Esports, already gone as fast as it probably went up. Just each team kind of respecting each other right now. Joey allowing Wildfire some space here, but I imagine that's going to change soon. Harry Styles coming in, finding the Cassia Papa Juan to start off the killing here, and I imagine we're going to see more. There goes the Immortality Field for Wildfire Esports, and down goes Neon TNT, and Bot absolutely just starting to rain in some damage. Needs to get healed up here, and finally we see the Pharmacy combo get back up there, but just Joey Esports patiently waited to have that team fight get started there, and they, you know, showed they had that patience pay off for them.
Definitely, I liked seeing that kind of sense of self-restraint because, like you said, it helped them kind of make sure that they didn't get caught out in any weird angles there by Wildfire White, which allowed them to kind of come back and respond to the damage that they were trying to put out. So now Wildfire White going to have another attempt at trying to take this point, but be wary because TANACC does have that barrage online and ready to go.
Yeah, they have to imagine that at this point, especially with TANACC finding 3 kills there early in this round already. But Glysaur is close to an ultimate as well. Joey Esports has 4. Rocket is actually using 1, and they find Glysaur out early right now. And Javelin, again, able to res Glysaur up, get that Pharmacy combo back up and going. But it looks like they're actually going to stick with trying to support some of their own team. Bongo comes out for Cryptic. Here comes Dragon from Jonpon, able to find 1. Harry Styles found 1. Papa Juan does take care of TANACC in the sky. However, the kills continue to go the way of Joey Esports at the moment. Knocked, able to get that res onto TANACC there. And again, another nice team fight win here by Joey Esports.
They really just know what to do. I know that sounds like so basic, but at the heart level, it's true. Like, they're able to position themselves. They're able to kind of circle around their ult economy here, rotate rather. Wildfire White, speaking of their ult economy, there are some options available here. Both tank ults nearly online.
They're still holding on to this barrage. Glysaur has been holding on to it now for a fight, but again, Rocket takes care of them before an engagement really gets started here. Are we going to see another res come out from Javelin on Glysaur? Nusa, though, finds Rocket. That could be the thing that they were looking for to start stuff here. The barrage comes out, finds 1. Papa Juan finds another one. Jonpon able to take care of Glysaur and Neon TNT, and look at this. Stuff's actually starting to flip around, but Papa Juan is single-handedly trying to keep Wildfire Esports in this fight, and they have successfully done that. They're looking for Bot or TANACC. They know they're around here somewhere, but TANACC is going to be able to just kind of float away back to their team. There will be one more team fight here before this point is taken here by Wildfire. Jonpon does have that Dragon ready to go. I imagine we're going to probably see it here incredibly soon. Wildfire backing off, going to respect Joey Esports here a little bit, and here comes the damage matrix from Rocket. Able to take care of Nusa. 1 tank down. That's a big shield down for Wildfire. Now what do you want to see? Cryptic takes care of the other tank. No tanks left for Wildfire at the moment. Harry Styles, though, does get rid of the Immortality Field. Papa Juan and Neon TNT finding 1 member or 2 members of Joey Esports out right now, but we're seeing Wildfire kind of back off here. They need to regroup going into what is essentially going to be the last fight before we go into overtime here.
I think they might have to resort to an alt rush here because Joey Esports definitely probably going to do the same. Last fight territory, that means all ultimates need to go. And it looks like TANACC is going to shoot first.
TANACC, though, finds a huge pick there with the barrage on Javelin. They do lose their life for it, but I feel like it's justified. Wanpon takes care of Papa Juan. I'm going to name some stuff. Canceling out the high noon, and Joey Esports is just starting to clean up now. They only have to get rid of Gachu, and Knocked able to take care of Gachu. We do see Javelin swap over to the Lucio, get back, but Jonpon takes care of them, and that will do it. Joey Esports, essentially all they need to do is get to this first point, and they're already on series points.
So I'm kind of seeing a pattern here, because on Leashing, I noticed this too, where Wildfire White seems to kind of be playing the mirror, if you will, despite things maybe not working out. Because I feel like several times during those team fights, Wildfire White really just wasn't able to get their ultimates off, either not at all or not in the way they wanted. So in my mind, that kind of tells me maybe playing the mirror isn't the smartest thing, solely because you can't get what you need to be done. And even if you can, it's a little late. Like, they didn't really crack open through the defense until kind of way later in the team fight. So coming into this next round, we see a little bit of variation, but it looks like Wildfire White still sticking on the exact same thing they played before. Joey Esports being the one to differentiate.
Yeah, I actually really like this comp from Joey Esports. It kind of, like you said, it differentiates from what Wildfire is or ran when they attacked. And honestly, I don't think Wildfire would necessarily expect this. I would expect that they expect to see a mirror come out right now, and having Harry Styles on that hog, being able to just hook some of the members of Wildfire away from their team will be a big benefit for them going into this one.
Oh yeah, I agree. This is definitely a good idea from Joey Esports because especially if you're the team in the lead right now, it's kind of like that meme where it's like never let them know your next move because I don't think Wildfire White is expecting this.
Yeah, and as I was talking about how key that hog could be, Harry Styles swaps over to the Diva instead. Cryptic, though, able to just run through and able to find Gotcha out early. Gleiser, though, does take care of NACC, so kind of an even trade there. One tank for one support. Neon TNT takes care of John Pon on that Genji right now. Bot kind of on their own right now, having to run away and able to get away with their life, which is huge for them. But we're still seeing Cryptic just absolutely kind of be a menace. Papa Juan is able to take care of them. And right now, Joey has pushed the cart past the bridge, but now they're at this key turn right here where it's essentially, or it is a choke point, but we're starting to see some members of Joey respawn right now. Glycer are able to win the Pharah duel onto Tanic B there. We do see NACC use the res there on Tanic to keep them up in this fight because that aerial support from the pharmacy combo is huge, but Glycer comes right back and hits them in the face with a rocket, and Glycer, with help from almost everyone on their team, is able to take care of Cryptic and Rocket.
Man, that accuracy was just chef's kiss right there. This is actually kind of working in their favor because I think like the reason why both teams were playing this style of comp was because it is so good. And that's kind of showing it here with Wildfire White during that brief moment where there wasn't really any mirror winning. I say it wasn't really any mirror because there's a little bit more of a mirror now, but ooh, Glycer still performing so well on this far compared to previous maps.
Yeah. And Joey Esports noticing that the pharmacy was not necessarily working, going to that Echo pharmacy instead, and Rocket swapping off the Zen, going to the BAP. Now, almost a mirror match. The only difference is basically the DPS line. John Pon actually going to the Ashe now instead, as Bot just tries to find any damage they can in this backline. Actually able to get a couple bombs there onto Neon, and they're able to take care of Neon. Is Javelin going to use the res on Neon? They do. Papa Juan able to take care of Bot with the high noon. Gotcha takes care of Cryptic. We do see the res come back out from NACC onto Bot. I always expect that we're going to see that, especially with this kind of comp that they're running. However, 2 minutes already gone, and Joey Esports is kind of at a stuck point right now. Javelin popping the Valkyrie here just to kind of keep themselves alive and keep everyone on their team alive. And Joey Esports, they're close to some ultimates right now, but it's essentially another team fight away before we're going to probably see any of them come out. Unless Jompon is able to hit some shots here. Rocket actually takes care of Papa Juan. That could be the opening they're looking for, but Mirage comes out from Glysaur, finds two. We do see the res come out. Rocket able to find Glysaur again. Papa Juan able to find Bot. NACC reses Jompon to get them back in this one as we hop on here with Rocket, who's just trying to get any damage through that damage matrix right now and trying to find anyone with their Graviton Flux there is Gotcha, but not able to find anyone. Neon TNT takes care of the other support of NACC, as we do see John Pond just kind of jump off the map there to regroup with their team. But now Rocket and Cryptic are in sort of a tough situation right now. And we do see, I believe that it's Harry Styles back up there, who's now on the Diva. Harry Styles, already their third or second switch of this attacking phase. Less than a minute to go now for them.
This match is throwing everybody for a loop, like casters, players included. Because in all honesty, I didn't know if Wildfire Way was going to be able to perform well here, but they did pick this map, so they clearly know what they're doing on defense. And Joey Esports, like you said, they're kind of at a standstill right here. In the last fight territory, it's going to take everything they got to try to push this part.
Yeah, we saw Bot or Tanic be there, pop their duplicate, not find anyone with it. Able to rain in a lot of damage there, but not able to kill anyone. Glycer, though, just trying to find them in the sky, but look at this. 2 straight kills, 3 straight kills, 4 kills. Rocket with the triple kill. NACC going in with the Battle Mercy, find the other Mercy themselves. Could this be the thing that gets them over the ledge here? I don't think Wildfire's gonna be able to get back, and they will end this map with a team kill.
Oh man, that has me at the literal edge of my seat. That was just, I was like, are they gonna do it? And then I just see the support line getting all the major kills. We saw that bloodthirsty BAP, if you will, sealing the deal there for Joey Esports, putting them 2-0 in the series.